What's up, Packers fans? Welcome to Carry the G. I'm Aaron Nagler, and as always, joining me live from Green Bay is Corey Banky, my partner here at
What's
CHTV. What's up,
going
Corey?
on, Packers?
7-1, baby. Best record in the NFC. Probably the best
7-1.
team in the league.
Amazing. Yeah.
So it's funny, like Thursday, everyone's like, oh, what a great win. 7-1, this team, amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then the Cowboys win a game last night, and freaking ESPN this morning is like, oh, this is the best team in the league. It's like they so quickly forget.
On.
I mean,
Yes,
my
they do.
goodness. And you know what else
Yes,
that
they
people
do.
have forgotten on the national platform, but we never forget. The guy, the man, the legend, the reason we're all here, ladies and gentlemen. A man who needs no introduction, but I'll give him one anyway. Coming off a bludgeoning performance last Thursday night when he ran for 78 yards and stole the souls of more than a few Cardinals defenders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. A.J. Dillon. Give it up. What's up, AJ? There he is.
What's going on? Glad to be back.
Good to see you. Good to see you. How are you, man?
Good. Fantastic. Great victory Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I can't beat it.
Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. I mean, obviously, it's kind of interesting how Packers fans, like sitting on the outside, were so nervous for the game, and it happened so quickly on a short week. But then there's that kind of, like you just said, like that kind of period afterwards now. We got a mini bye week. Can you completely shut off? Are you able to, like, the second that game is over, you touchdown back in Green Bay, and you're just like, I am out of here, and just disconnected from football for an extended weekend?
Yes. Absolutely. I don't know if that's for everybody, but it came I think the way our season is set up, we've had a lot of tough games and everything, but we got this mini bye week seemingly halfway through the season, and then we got another 4 games, and then we have our bye week, and then another 4 or 5 games after that. So it's almost like now we're just like quarter by quarter if you're like looking at it like a football game. So it's really nice.
Yeah. Going back to the game itself, when did you know? Was it kind of intimated or talked about during the week as far as the game plan, or was it something that happened in the course of the game organically that you and Aaron were really going to pound the rock? Because you go back a week ago in that Washington game, or a couple days before this Thursday night game, you guys together had 9 carries. And then you fast forward to Thursday night, and I think the two of you had just over 30. I mean, there's obviously a much bigger kind of emphasis on running the football. Did you know that was going to be the case going in, or did that just happen during the game?
In that room, we always plan something we always talk about. We talk about being the spark, and it doesn't always happen that it's us that is the spark. Sometimes it's something the receivers do or the defense does, but we always plan to ignite the offense. That's kind of our goal. We want to get it going, stay ahead of the chains. And going this week, obviously we're down a lot of players headed into the game. Short week, everybody knows the story. Odds stacked against us. Underdog story. Go out there, victorious, trust in 12, and everything will come true. But we were definitely ready for a workload. We didn't know exactly what it was going to be, but we kind of were laser focused in the running back room this week.
Well, you were very focused when you were running over somebody to pick up and convert a 4th down. I mean, how much pride do you take in yards after contact? Because I know Field Yates put it out after the game. You averaged 2.47 yards after contact per carry since entering the league, which is the best in that category since you've been in the NFL. How much pride do you take in the fact that somebody might hit you, but you're not stopping?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in that, especially, being a bigger back and everything. I take a lot of pride in, being able to not go down in that first contact. That's something I've always prided myself at. And, back in high school, I did like one of my first interviews ever. It's really funny. I did one of my first interviews, and one of my best friends, Eddie Fish, he was one of my linemen. And I think it's my freshman year. And, I guess I watched like one too many Marshawn Lynch interviews, and the reporter was like, what's the success of being a great running back? I'm like a freshman. I played 2 games of high school football, and I'm like, you really just can't go down in first contact. And so like it was always a joke. He was like, hey, can't go down on first contact. He went down here. So, I always send him like tweets and stuff like in college when I'm, breaking all these tackles or, last game I was like, hey, can't go down on first contact.
Can't go down.
So, yeah.
I mean,
so it's embedded
it's
in
so
my mind
apparent.
now.
I love
Yeah.
it too because, the fourth down, like we mentioned, you're literally hit behind the line of scrimmage. Is that something you can kind of tell, okay, there's a chance I'm going to have to quote Marshawn, run through a motherfucker's face because, they're stacking the box and there's a chance that I'm going to have to power through at least one guy?
Yeah, for me, when it's short yardage or, when we got to have it, I'm always, as much as I can be mindful of the sticks and trying to get that. And, the 4th and 1, the guy was right there. It's coming around. It was either he was going to win or I was going to win. That's just simple one-on-one football right there. Somebody's going to win. And I try to make sure I end up with a lot of dubs on that side of the equation. You can ask Boston Connor about that one.
Oh, nice. I love it. Whenever you get a chance, you throw it in there. I dig it.
Always.
Hey, speaking of physicality and adding to a football team, I mean, the more you can do, right? Look at you, Mr. Special Teams. Big special teams tackle.
What?
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
How was that? Are you like in there, like in practice this week going, hey, come on, guys. If, Big 28 can run down there and make a tackle, you can do it too.
Yeah, I mean, I start on most every special teams besides what do I not start on? I start punt return, kick return.
You're gonna say, are you in field goal block? Field
not
protection?
Field goal blocks, and I'm not on, and I don't start kickoff. But all those other ones, I'm in there. So but that was nice. That was something we've really been working on. Just a special teams unit, really kind of the drive starts huge. As much as people don't like really realize it, like punt's kind of like when you go get up and grab some chips and dip or whatever. But
hidden
that
yardage,
is the drive started.
No
the
doubt.
drive started huge. Drive started huge, and so I mean we had that one where we downed them at it was ruled a fumble or a muff,
right?
And we got the ball at the 2 or whatever yard line. So that was big, but it was nice to go out there, get a tackle. It was my first tackle since high school. So that was
it
fun.
Really? Is that true?
It really was. I was thinking about
crazy.
that. While I was kind of giving you that long-winded homage to
AJ, we've told you there is no long-winded on the internet. Or
while I'm sitting here
talk for an hour if you want.
Preaching, while I'm sitting here preaching that special team rocks, I was thinking of when the last time I tackled somebody was, and I don't think I tackled anybody in college. So that was my first tackle since high school football, going both ways.
Wow.
I love it. See, all those tackling donut drills
cool.
in camp, they don't go awry. They all mean something. All right, so let's bring in our whittled down panel because first of all, unfortunately, Tom Crabtree had to cancel on us. So shout out to Tom. He's still good, but he just had a personal thing come up, so he can't make it tonight, unfortunately. And Janet was supposed to join us from Lombardi Sweep podcast, and she's apparently stuck in traffic. So Matub is here as the lone
Matub's here, though. Matub's here. He's the anchor.
So, Matub, no pressure, but we were counting on, a bunch of people shooting AJ questions, and now it's all down to you, buddy. So whatever you got for AJ, time to fire away.
Must have been something I said, I guess.
No,
Yeah,
well,
clearly.
I've podcasted with Crab before. I think it's because he knew I was coming. He's like, I don't want to deal with this guy.
Yeah,
I accidentally told Crabtree he was the 8th best Crabtree instead of the 7th.
Oh dear! Wow.
All right.
This losing guests left and right.
What's up? What you got for
Okay, so AJ, football is my first love. Powerlifting is my second. A little while back, you mentioned that you have a 765 squat, which is not only impressive, but in the world of powerlifting, that would actually be the IPF junior world record. So in the 105 kilo weight class, that would be 231 pounds, give or take. So I'd say you're like a water cut away from there. The world record is 330 kilos, which is 726, give or take. So you're 40 pounds over the world record.
Okay.
Any chance you could compete in?
I can definitely. When I'm starting to dwindle down, I'm not really as effective whenever that is on the football field in like 8 years from now. Like I will just like put my heart and soul into just getting my quads as massive as I can. But yeah, no, I mean, when I was in high school, like, I mean, I was doing, there's times where I've done like 615, 645, and that's like senior year. I've hit 7 before, 7 some change. So like, I know I could definitely do it. It's just, I don't max squat anymore. So it takes some training for sure, but I'm down to break some records. I was also told I have a perfect bobsledding body. So that's also on my agenda. I got lots of goals. A lot of
options. Sounds like
I want to get a key. Yep. I want to.
You could be.
I got tons of stuff, but I was told I was working out pre-draft. I was working out, and this guy, he was like an Olympic bobsled coach. Just right place, right time for me. I got my newfound love, and he was like, "Hey, you have the perfect Olympic bobsled body for like to be the anchor, like the guy at the end." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Well, what does that even look like?" He was like, "Well, you got to be able to push. You got to be able to push. You got to get a lot of velocity, and then you got to be quick enough and agile enough to jump in." I was like, "Hey, like I can do that. The quads can get to high speeds."
So Marquise Goodwin, wide receiver Marquise Goodwin. He's a triple jump. Why couldn't you be an Olympic bobsledder?
Oh, I thought you were going to say triple jump. I was going to say, did you see my Lambo Leap?
See, he gets there before we can. That's good, AJ. That's well done. Well done. Cut it off at the pass. I like it.
I was going to say, follow-up question. Since you mentioned your Lambo Leap, another poor Lambo Leaper was John Kuhn, also known for taking 3rd and 1 carries as the up back. Traditionally, the fans would yell Kuhn when he would take the pick. So now that you have a 3rd and 1 carry as a fullback, should we like yell quads or something like?
Oh, okay. No disrespect to the fullback role. I'm a running back. I was in there. That's the play call. That's the design. I don't want to get carried away with the fullback thing. I still line up 8 yards back in the backfield.
You want to get downhill head of steam.
But whatever it takes. If we need it, I'll do it. Whatever it takes.
What would you want your chant to be, AJ?
Quads.
Yeah.
Quads.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to get that going when you guys are back.
I don't know if I have it.
Actually, have you ever seen like what's the I know I was just watching the Michigan game. You know how they go green, go white? One side could go quad. The other side could go Zilla.
I think you're counting. This is a crowd that doesn't know.
Wow.
This is a crowd that
you're talking about
get
Lambo.
Together the wave like on defense.
I think the sound waves mixed with the cold
you're like
air
expecting a little too much.
Somehow would like mess with the defense's like headset, all types of things.
Amazing.
I just think we'd be onto something.
Oh,
I love it.
That would be sweet. Quad.
I mean, we could get something going with the video board. Like we could have you on one side and you on the other. Two, like I think that.
And you're like doing the thing. Remember when Reggie was doing like
Matt
this?
And Corey on two sides of the stadium just yelling by themselves.
There you go.
Pretty much.
Well, because like
probably
Get Loud Lambo worked.
Get Loud Lambo did work.
It worked on the big screen. So
I know you got more questions. Can somebody explain the roll the barrel thing?
I know. Wait a second. Barrel.
Wait a second. So you've embraced Wisconsin. You want to like rule with an iron fist the area of Door County.
I don't know what it is.
He doesn't know.
No roll out the barrel?
Well, we had no fans last year, so it wasn't like we didn't play that. And then this year during preseason, everybody's like, roll out the barrel. And I'm just like trying to figure out, like, I don't know if it's dance. I don't know
great.
if it's like a chant we got going.
What the hell's roll out the barrel? Where's the barrel at?
Like, I want to get hyped on the sideline too.
It's a classic
Well, you want to
song.
explain it's polka music. It's basically it's an ode to Wisconsin having a time. I mean, God, like my great grandfather, almost all my great grandfathers either were in a polka band or hired polka bands regularly. It's kind of an ode to classic polka music, and it was something you played when you were at a party back in the day.
I'm a big 40-point buck guy.
Nice.
That's my favorite Wisconsin song.
Another classic.
Okay.
No doubt about it.
It is good.
Oh,
see, I'm a Youper, not a Wisconsinite, so we're used to the Youpers. You might have seen second week at deer camp. That would be our go-to polka.
They also sing the Bears Still Suck, don't they?
No, they get credited. It's like that
love my Green Bay Packers. They sing though, right?
They do. They do love they have the Packer backer anthem and all that. But AJ, I've been a Packer fan my whole life. I still don't know what a torero is.
Yeah, no one knows.
Wait. Since Janet couldn't make it, I do want to ask one of her questions. Since we were all on the squat thing in the record, do you have a pre-squat ritual? Like, is there something you do religiously or every time prior to the squatting that gets you this amazing power and Olympic level squats?
Well, now that I think about it, I kind of get under the bar, right? I put my thumbs right where the grip starts, hold on, take a deep breath. Then I get out, grab some Mott's applesauce, chug that, and then I squat as much as I can.
You're such a pro. Mott's has got to love you, man. Such a pro.
I love Mott's,
Obviously. Which, funnily enough, they're in the script today. So, we were going to get there anyway. But I'm glad you jumped to it. Why don't we hit up Social Life, since it is?
Oh yeah, let's do it
with a new
Social
baby. Life host today.
Wonder who it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I am the AJ Social Life host because AJ, aren't you so excited to have me as the Social Life host?
Oh yeah, fire it up.
Oh, here we go. All right, so AJ, you were watching the game, but no one knows what game you were watching. Let me see this graphic, and you were in. Kurt Benkert replied to you. What game were you guys watching? What was going on here?
We were watching the UVA Duke game. I believe it was Duke they were playing this whatever day that was, but super close game. Kurt obviously played quarterback for Virginia. So at the time, I think Virginia was up and they were like nonstop going back and forth scoring. I think the score ended up being like 60 something to 49. So high scoring game. That other side of the ACC gets crazy. So. But it was fun banter.
We thought maybe it was a bet or something.
Oh no.
So happy Halloween, by the way. None of us said happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I know it's a thing and then it's not a thing because now we're in Christmas, right? So happy Halloween. What did you do? I saw this thing with your favorite applesauce, Halloween trick-or-treating. How was that?
It was fun. So my fiance and I, it was her birthday on the 29th. So we went down to Chicago. So, sorry, no, since there's no long-winded responses, I'm just gonna dive into this. I'm
here for it.
You want to talk about love here. We got back at 6, or I got back home at 6, and I had to get a haircut to look good, and everything. So my haircut was at 9, and then we drove to Chicago at 10 o'clock, and then spent the whole weekend down there. And then we came back, and then we had Halloween with her cousins in Howard, I think. And so we went trick-or-treating with them. It was fun. And Ding Dong Ditch, Jordan Love's house. And had a great time.
All right. So wait, I feel like there's a story there.
I said talk about love. You guys thought I was talking about my fiance. I was talking about Jordan.
Oh, okay. So wait. What was the ding dong diss? I don't understand. Am I too old?
That one went right over his head.
It did. I'm completely clueless. So wait, once a ding dong diss, I got to know what this is.
You never did that?
No. I
What?
did the thing where you like have the poop and then you
Wow.
throw the poop against the thing, you light it on fire, and then they
no.
come out and they stomp on it.
Isn't that in Grown Ups?
Dude,
Or
you LA
what
kids
movie
are
is
so
But I-
weird.
It's
What?
in Billy
Are
Madison.
you from LA?
Well, I lived there till I was like 12. I'm born
that's-
in Wisconsin, but I lived there a long
Man,
time.
deprived childhood right there. I mean, that is tough. You probably
Corey, ding dong ditch is you just go up to someone's door, you ring the bell, and you run away. Like I thought
that's
everyone
it?
knew what that was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you sleep with your socks on?
No. Who does that? What do you
I
think
mean,
I am? A serial killer up
I
here?
mean, there's a couple
Holy
things. There's
crap.
a couple of things I know. Don't trust people with 2 first names. Well, I wouldn't trust myself. Don't trust people who sleep with their socks on and never play ding dong ditch.
Okay, well, I never played it, so there you go.
Caveat to the
Oh,
two
so
first names
I'm 1
is
out of 3. Okay, damn
anyone who goes by 2 first names. See, it's when they
Fair,
use
fair,
both names.
fair.
You know, John Wayne Gacy. See, 2 first names
Ooh.
used.
Fair enough.
Gotcha. All right. So okay, now I'm really gonna age myself, AJ. I'm gonna boomer myself right here. So Aaron Rodgers posted a video about Bitcoin and he changed his header to this header on his Twitter. What do you think about Bitcoin? I saw you put this up here, Bitcoin to the moon, as that is, because that's like a Dogecoin thing, right? Or that's a Shibu thing. I don't know. I'm out of coins.
Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's all you're not wrong. It is like a Dogecoin or a Shiba thing, essentially. It is a cryptocurrency, but like I said earlier, when it came to playing away on the road and short week, trust in 12 and good things will happen. So 12 says Bitcoin's going to the moon. I'm locked in. I'm all for it.
There you go. What else do you need? I guess that makes
Exactly.
that you just
And
made that all make sense
laser
for me.
focus. You see the
Appreciate
eyes,
that.
laser
Yes.
focus.
Yes, I love that. Last but not least, I know you're so ready to keep going with the segment. So you tweeted this, and it's pretty awesome actually. And I just note the morning, 5:23 a.m. So I'm imagining you getting home to Green Bay after this amazing win. What was kind of the impetus to tweet this, and what were you feeling, and how were things going? And
well, we had a long flight. We had a little delay. We were on the buses for a while, and I'm just sitting there listening to my music. I couldn't sleep on the plane. I was like, you know what? Like, this is a really cool feeling. Coming back in that locker room, just obviously all the adversity we had in that game. Just guys going out, guys not being there. Playing a great team. And, it was like, I'm really thankful to be part of this, and on this side of it. And, it really is a family, and that's more than just the players and stuff. It's also, it's also the fans and the coaches, but the fans were, awesome. Last game against Washington, a couple days before, I didn't have my greatest game. And, a lot of the real fans were like, hey, keep your head up. We believe in you. We trust in you. And then, I go out there and I had the game that I had, and they're like, we knew you could do it. And so just like little things like that, not giving up on one another, same things that we do in the locker room. And so for that to extend, just outside of, the practices in the facility all the way to, Joe Schmo, whoever, or wherever is awesome.
That's great. I believe Nagler, we got Janet. Janet, hey, how was traffic? What's up?
Coming in
Oh,
coming in
killed her
hot
video.
at the end.
She's like, Janet,
Oh, and then
I'm
she
here.
killed
I'm
it.
out. Bye.
She's like, I'll see you. Janet, how are you? How was traffic?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
We got you.
All right. I promise I'm not this unprofessional, but I was like, I just got to get the closest thing. So I just got my phone and my iPod headphones, because I was like, whatever. But hey, what's up? Yeah, no, traffic was crazy.
Janet, how are you? Thanks for hopping on right at the last. Okay, look, I asked your pre-squat ritual question because I wasn't sure if you were going to be here, but I know you had another question for AJ.
Yeah.
So hit him up. What's up? What you got for AJ here?
So how did you feel knowing that you were going to be the key component to winning one of the biggest games of the season?
That's a good question. Well, I didn't know that I was necessarily going to be, but like I always talk about, when I get a chance to go out there, I do feel like kind of the responsibility that, the coaches and my teammates and stuff are trusting that I'm gonna get the job done. So to get it, I think it was 16. I had like 16 carries, and I was out there for I had some pass protection, stuff like that. So to be out there and consistently like keep the chains moving, I was really just happy to be able to kind of spark up the offense in certain times where if we didn't get that conversion, the drive would have ended. So that was awesome. It was cool to just play with a lot of passion. I keep slowly throughout this season, like I'm just getting a little bit more milestones where I'm kind of feeling more confident and getting back to, playing loose, kind of how it was in college. I didn't think about anything. And so it's a cool process. I feel like I'm going through with everybody. So it's awesome.
That reminds me, I wanted to ask earlier in regards to, like, you got a lot more use and you were on the field a lot and you were converting and extending drives. How much do you think that plays into or kind of feeds into your productivity? Because, we talked about it last week, you and Aaron, 9 carries, this week, 31 carries. And we've talked about it before on our show, Packer Transplants, about it really seems like you're a guy who really feeds off of a rhythm, like the sense that you're getting carries, multiple carries in a drive. How much does that help?
Yeah. I always like to say, I can do it, whenever it's needed, however little I do. But, the fact of the matter is what I was accustomed to. So, I guess what feels like the most natural, just looking at the past, like high school, I was always getting the ball. In college, I think I averaged like 25 carries a game or something like that. So over my career. So I am used to, a higher volume of carries. So I am like, once I've get that sweet spot, I'm really used to, kind of holding it. But I do think just, being in the game plan, even more so in the pass game and pass protection, just making me feel a lot more comfortable. Like I was saying, it was funny. I was reading one of the comments on Twitter and somebody was like, yeah,
always a mistake.
AJ,
always a mistake.
I love the Twitter comments. I read them after the bad game. I love it. I laugh. That don't bother me.
Right.
But somebody was like, hey, like, we get it. You're a big bruising back, but like, you got 4.5 speed. Don't be afraid to use it. And like, I was honestly sitting there, and I'm like, I really can. But like, I'm just so accustomed right now to like make sure I get these yards. Like, I gotta start trusting myself and break it to the outside because I can run, man.
You can. I do. There was that one early in the game where it looked like you were going to try and take it. And then we were talking about a watch party, like, and then you can almost see a light bulb go off in your head and go, wait a second, I'm going to run through this fool. I think it was the last safety. And I don't know if you thought I don't got the angle. I'm just going to barrel into him. It was great.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. It's a learning process and it's really cool. And, I'm always talking in the running back room, I'm the fastest running back we have. So, I mean, check the combine times.
Bringing out combine times.
Wow.
The laser doesn't lie. Laser doesn't lie.
Is this something you hold over Aaron Jones? Is it something you like kind of give him grief about?
I wouldn't say hold over, but he is my brother and all. And, it's only right. He's the big bro. I have to have my few things I can have. And that's one of them.
Nice. Well, AJ Devontae claims that he's faster now than he was at the combine. You think Aaron has a shot at saying that?
Huh? I don't know. I don't really worry about the projected things. I just worry about what the numbers say.
You don't deal with hypotheticals, right?
Yeah, no hypotheticals, man. I'm really just X's and O's guy. Laser doesn't lie.
Yeah. Laser doesn't lie. No vid, no did. All that.
Wait. Okay, so Janet traversed heavy traffic. Janet, do you have anything else for AJ before we head out? I feel bad, like you got here at the last second. I know what that's like when you're like, I'm supposed to be on, and I'm stuck in this car, and what the hell? Anything else? Anything else for AJ? I'm sorry I asked your pre-squat question, but I didn't know if you were going to make it. So anything else you got for AJ?
Janet, I had faith in you. I knew you'd be here.
It's okay. No, it was really bad. And then the kids from Halloween, I'm a teacher. So the kids from Halloween, the day after Halloween were completely terrible. So no, it's all good. I'm just happy that I got to at least be on here for whatever time that I got to be on here and ask my question. But can you just summarize what your pre-squat ritual is, just because I am a lifter and I'm always curious to know what people do.
Yeah. Well, long story short, eat Mott's applesauce. And so if you're interested in having more gains or just, really getting the best workout you can, I may know a guy that can get you some, and I'd be happy to get you his contact. And you'll be seeing, numbers that you never even knew you could throw up on the bar. But
I actually have one of the pouches in my purse. I carry them around. So I think I should be okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
I got my own dealer. So
I don't know if you have the good stuff though, but well.
You know what, AJ, I'm a Sour Patch Kids intra workout carbs kind of guy. So I think I'm gonna have to change over to the Mott's applesauce now.
Oh yeah. There
You
we
gotta
go.
get some converts.
Yeah. We love it.
What in the hell just happened? That was amazing.
Appreciate you hopping on, Janet. My mom's a teacher, and I know all about the the kids on the sugar high. So that's awesome. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely awesome. I love it. All right, don't forget to head to ajdillon28.com for everything Quadfather, including some great merch, including a free signed Quadfather 8x10 with any order over $100. Be sure to check that out. For Janet, Matub, Corey, and of course AJ, Aaron Negler here saying, keep carrying the G, and we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night.
Have a good one.